Alright, welcome back to my channel, Survive and Thrive. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. You're going to want to get notifications updated weekly as I upload new content so that you can get that free financial education on your path to building wealth. Today I'm talking about NFTs specific to the gaming market. This article that I'm looking at right here, NFTs market size research. The gaming market will grow more than 180 billion in 2021. So this was at the beginning of this year, and the blockchain ecosystem is growing at a fast pace, impacting more and more people every day. While the technology is mostly used in cryptocurrency networks, it also allows for innovative solutions in a wide range of industries. But did you know that blockchain technology is changing the gaming industry as well? The gaming industry today. Today, the vast majority of online games follow a centralized model. This means that all related data is stored on a server that is fully controlled by the game administrators. As a database is owned by a single company, players don't have real ownership of their accounts and items. Also, centralized servers present many limitations and vulnerabilities, which may include server malfunction, system infiltration by hackers, game shutdown, undeserved ban of accounts, lack of transparency, manipulation of the game economy. In other words, the power is in the hands of the game's companies. But fortunately, blockchain technology is able to eliminate or mitigate most of these problems. How may blockchain impact the gaming world? Real ownership. As mentioned, blockchain-based games allow players to have permanent ownership and full control over their in-game assets. Typically, each asset is represented by a unique, non-fungible token, NFT. This can include assets such as in-game cards, skins, equipment, and characters. But regardless of the asset type, they can all be linked to blockchain tokens. Decentralized marketplace. Gaming companies have the power to manipulate the drop rate and the economy of their games. They can also lock or bind in game items, making them untradeable. In contrast, games built on top of the blockchain network enable the creation of decentralized marketplaces. Streamlining payments. Blockchain and smart contracts have the power to reduce fees and speed up financial transactions that can facilitate all sorts of payments, not only for trades between players, peer-to-peer, but also between players and developers. Gaming multi-universe. By linking in-game data and items to blockchain tokens, gamers are able to trade assets between different games. This will allow players to recycle their digital assets while experimenting with different games. Fair playing ground. Depending on the implementation, blockchain enables the creation of open-source, distributed, and transparent gaming servers. In addition, the distributed nature of blockchains prevents hackers and cheaters from disrupting the game because there is no single point of failure. Unlimited gaming. When a game exists on a centralized server, the developers can abandon the project or shut the game down anytime. With blockchain, players can continue playing a game even if the developers move away. As long as the blockchain network keeps running, the game remains alive. Proof without words. Asia has proven to be a potential market for online games, most notably the Asia-Pacific region, according to analytical data. Research experts say the Asian-Pacific market accounting for 52% of the pie market game online. The growth of this market is not only about revenue, but also the age and number of people playing games on the rise. Global games market reached 138 billion in 2018 and it is expected to grow more than 180 billion in 2021. According to the market researcher Newzoo, last year's numbers represented a growth of 13% compared to 2017. Only 3 years ago, the revenue was at 93 billion. This exponential growth of industry is a reflection of the constant growth of platforms, with mobile games representing 51% of 2018's market. It is followed by the second largest segment, console gaming, generating 34.6 billion, with PC games right behind, bringing in 32.9 billion. So what about NFT's market size? Unlike DeFi, where user interest and demand are driven by the practical applications and promise of returns, the NFT market is driven by deep psychological patterns. NFT is at the verge of hitting a major milestone. USD 100 million NFTs sold, noted Ryan Sean Adams, founder of crypto investment company Mythos Capital and creator of the Bankless program. "We live in the earliest of early days," said Adams in a recent Bankless post. NFTs will be a $1 trillion market someday. That means USD 999.9 billion in future opportunity. We're just 0.01% of the way in, he added. So this is why I'm really paying a lot more attention and focusing on this market, because we're still in the fledgling stages, but there's going to be a lot of opportunities to jump in and invest and make a whole lot of money. So if this is something that piques your interest and it gets you excited just as much as it does me, then I would spend some time doing some research and figuring out what projects out there may be available to you to participate in this industry changing revolution that's happening. Now, just in the last few days, I read this article. There is this contributor, Taylor Carmichael. He spent $10 on this blockchain game, and his assets have grown to $17,000. A couple years ago, he started researching cryptocurrencies. He didn't understand the ins and outs, so he hadn't invested any money in the tokens. During the course of his research, however, he discovered a game on the internet called Splinterlands. It's a card-based strategy game, and I'll show you the website here after this page, but it looks very similar in concept to Pokemon with trading cards and being able to battle. And with this particular pay-to-earn, it's a very cool model that a lot of these NFT gaming developers are starting to use. And so I think it's going to be an industry revolution and huge change for how gaming goes. Because you'll see a lot of these game developers here in the recent 3 to 5 years have been going to this pay-to-play model. And while there are aspects of you being able to do this in NFT gaming, the other aspect of it is that there is this pay to earn. So as you play the game, you earn coins or tokens or characters and you're able to trade them, but they're also worth real assets that can be converted to crypto or cash. Splinterlands in particular, it's a game involving hundreds of monsters, including vampires, maggots, dragons, eyeball, pirates, robots, sharks, ghosts, ice soldiers, and so forth. And he started playing it for free. So once I did a little bit more research on this, I actually talked to my son about it. He's 12, and he's actually starting to play this game. And I'll get into a few more details when I get on their website and show you the game. But this is something that you can do with no money down, and you have the potential to actually earn some real revenue. After a while, he paid $10 to gain access to the entire library of monsters. So I do need to qualify that this is the money that you do need to pay in. I'll show you on the next page. But for $10, converting that into $17,000, that's one heck of a trade-off. The cards are non-fungible tokens, NFTs, that reside on the Hive blockchain. What's really cool is that you can't lose your cards, and you don't have to spend any cash in the game if you don't want to. So Splinterlands is a risk-free and entertaining way to learn about crypto and the blockchain while earning NFT assets. So as you can see here, he's been playing for almost 2 years, and in the past several months, he started to pay attention to how much his crypto assets are worth. And here's the rundown. July, $2,000. August, $5,000. September, $12,000. And as of this current month, October, $17,000. Splinterlands also recently introduced its own cryptocurrency, Splinter Shards, SPS. One SPS token is now trading for about 57 cents. He's been awarded over 2,000 coins based on assets in the game. The company has 3 billion coins and will release many of them to players every day during the next 5 years. So now he actually is a crypto owner, and he's able to learn about NFTs and what goes into the gaming side, which I think is going to be a ginormous revolution that you're going to want to be a part of. So that's why I'm really hyper-focused on this. And I think you should do the research and jump in and find those opportunities as well. He actually owns more SPS, except he keeps exchanging the tokens for the in-game currency, Dark Energy Crystals, DEC, so he can buy more cards. And he thinks that's where the true value of Splinterland resides. The game itself is attracting more players, which in turn increases demand for the assets in it, so these NFT cards have utility. You don't just look at them or think about them. You use them to battle other players, and by doing so, you win more assets. And the more assets you own, the more assets you can win. It's a virtuous cycle. Of course, you can lose too. So far, he's had over 24,000 battles, and he's lost at least 10,000 times. But the cool thing is that you only lose your pride. The cards are yours to keep. Why are the cards skyrocketing in value? He suspects that part of the reason his cache of cards has gained in value so quickly is that it's early in the game's life cycle. Splinterlands was started in 2018. The vast majority of people have never heard of it, and its marketing is almost all via word of mouth. In the past week, he's mentioned Splinterlands on Facebook, told family and friends about it, told his bartender about the game, and mentioned it to a waitress. And he's yet to bring it up to a person who's even heard about it. So that's what really got me wanting to see what this was about. So that's why I told my son about it, to see if it's something that he wanted to try out. And so far he says that the game is pretty entertaining and fun, and there's season rewards. The season just ended, there's a new one starting. And I think he got a number of crates or chests that he was able to open to get some free in-game assets. So that's kind of a cool aspect to it. And then there is also a battle log that keeps track of, like this guy mentions, with the 24,000 battles that he's had. And it shows you every battle and the outcome of each battle. And he also mentions down here that chaos monsters are coming soon. According to Peak Monsters, Splinterlands now averages 3 million transactions every day and almost 10 million battles, with 400,000 players from around the world. And 13,000 new players are joining every day. To meet the rising demand created by this dramatic increase in players, Splinterlands periodically introduces new monsters. A new deck, Chaos Legion, will be introduced next month. This will add 80 more monsters to the arena and increase the total number of cards by 75 million. As he's noted, he hasn't sold any of his cards for dollars yet, so he doesn't know how liquid this market actually is. Demand is definitely spiking, but whether some of these ultra rare cards will actually change hands at the lofty asking prices on third-party sites is a question. Nonetheless, his cost basis on this investment is still just $10. It's a fun way to waste time, and you might not be wasting your time at all, especially if it equates to some real income. So let's jump over to the website. So this is what you see when you get onto Splinterland's website. You have to create a login account. And then, like I mentioned, what you're going to want to do so that you actually start being able to have ownership of your cards, earn those assets and in-game rewards, as well as the tokens, you buy the spell book, and that's the $10 cost. And once you do that, that's what initiates your Hive account, that blockchain account that keeps track of everything that happens within this game. And so until you do that, you're not going to be able to take advantage of those rewards. Play anytime, trade anytime, and earn every win. And you can see here, this is kind of how it's set up conceptually. And as I was watching my son play, you go through and you kind of put together your card set for each battle. And so does your fellow online player that you're going to go against. And then it plays out round by round. And you can actually just go to skip to results if you want to just increase the speed and number of battles that you're having in any given period. 4 rarities: common, rare, epic, and legendary for cards. 7 stats: melee, range, magic, speed, armor, and health. 7 factions: fire, earth, water, life, death, dragon, and neutral. 46 plus abilities. 283 plus cards. And this is the NFT or crypto side of this gaming, powered by blockchain technology. Blockchain technology is powering the future of gaming, allowing players to trade, sell, and lease their card assets. The cards in the collection are compatible with third-party market platforms such as OpenSea, Peak Monsters, Monster Market, and elsewhere. So OpenSea is, I think, one of the largest, if not the largest, NFT market out there, or place to be able to bid and sell and buy NFTs. So it's great to see that they've already made that compatibility effort to be able to link this game to that. This shows the tournament prizes that have been awarded, $1.7 million. Been quite the exchange here of revenue, so that's really positive and great to see. And I think this is the coolest thing. Play to earn. Have you ever wanted to be a professional gamer? Now you can. Splinterlands makes it easy to earn on a daily basis. You can win rewards from tournaments, ranked play, and quests. No matter what your skill level or collection size, there is always an opportunity to earn. Splinterlands makes it easy to get involved with cryptocurrency. In fact, a Hive cryptocurrency wallet is automatically generated for you upon registering on this website. And what's really cool is that Splinterlands has cross-compatibility with other blockchains such as Ethereum, Tron, and Wax. Buy in-game credits with a variety of cryptocurrencies, earn crypto and other digital assets, and even earn Hive cryptocurrency tokens by simply participating in their Splinter Talk social media community. Building your portfolio has never been so much fun. So I would definitely test this as a way to see if it's an opportunity where you can make some passive income. If gaming is something you're going to be doing to pass the time anyways, but you also have an opportunity to earn some real money, then you might as well try and give it some of your time to see if it actually works. I really do think that there is trillion-dollar industry coming for NFT gaming in the future. And right now, we're at the fledgling stage. So you are going to want to jump in and find a way to invest in this to make those real gains. Keep your ear low to the ground. Look for those opportunities. If you've gotten any benefit out of this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. I'm really trying to grow my channel and my community and the ways that I can connect, but the only way I can do that is with every one of you joining in my effort. I really hope everybody's been able to enjoy Halloween and really looking forward to how 2021 will end. But always looking for that silver lining and the positivity out there. So make sure you make any comments down below on where you think this is headed with NFTs and gaming. And if there are projects out there that you would want others to know about or to take a look at. And let's close out this year and try to make some real money. Don't just survive, thrive.